What's new at Charlie's? What's new at Charlie's? Still on Main. What's new at Charlie's? Tell me what's new at Charlie's? Still on Main.
Hi, welcome back to another edition of What's New at Charlie's. Well, today we're going to be opening up a bottle of Orphan Barrel. Now, Orphan Barrels has a kind of a history of, to me, personally, they were one of the first bourbons I remember that went out, found these old barrels of whiskey, and then blended them or put them out as their own product, which is quite common now. A lot of people do it. A lot of people have done it. And a lot of them have been really good, but to me, Orphan Barrel was the first one I remember doing it since I've been getting, got farther into bourbons and everything. Don might have a little more information on that, but so I kind of go back with them. I remember, the Barterhouses and the Rhetorics and the Gifted Horse. I got a great Gifted Horse story. Maybe I'll tell you if we have time at the end of the video, right? And a bunch of and just anyway, they've always had some good stuff. So I'm really looking forward to trying this one. It is a 14-year bourbon. It's got a great color to it, and in the classic Orphan Barrel bottle, this is what most of their stuff has come in this bottle. So that's what I got. But my good friend, Mr. Don Williams, the Bourbon Fool. Don, what do you think about this?
It's 90 proof. It's 14 years old, which always excites me.
Yeah.
But what is really interesting is you've already touched on it. This Orphan Barrel is actually a creation of some of the existing stocks of previous Orphan Barrel releases.
Really?
So it's made up of some Rhetoric, it's made up of some Barterhouse, some Forged Oak. And, what I think is they're discovering some of these remaining stocks. They don't have enough to do another Rhetoric, for example.
Yeah, yeah.
So what they've done is they've done some real unique blending, and this is where Fable and Folly comes.
Wow. Now I'm even more excited to try it. So it's a great blend.
It really is. And listen, for those of you who don't know, Orphan Barrel is owned by the Diageo company, a big player in whiskey and in spirits. To give you an idea, they have 10 Scotch brands. J&B, Johnny Walker, you've heard of those. They also have Bullet Bourbon, they also have Crown Royal, and they also have George Dickel, which is a favorite of ours.
Absolutely it is, yep.
And one of the things that on the Orphan Barrel website that I found that is a little strange, but not really, is they talk about that all of their bottles are meticulously bottled in Tennessee, which would be the Dickel plant.
Yes.
But actually this bottle says that it was bottled at Stitzel-Weller.
Yeah, it says right on the side here, bottled with pride at Stitzel-Weller. So.
Right. So they're Diageo properties, so it makes sense. They probably couldn't accommodate it at one or the other.
Sure.
But it's just one of those little unique things that you find when you're doing research.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of that, if I remember right, a lot of that juice was Stitzel-Weller juice that encompass some of those early Orphan Barrel products. Yeah. So this is obviously has probably some Stitzel-Weller juice in it, and then we all know what the big Stitzel-Weller juice is, our good friend Mr. Pappy Van Winkle. So that's a pretty good pedigree for what they've done at Stitzel-Weller in the past. So just all the more reason to open this bottle up, man.
That's for sure. And for those of you who have not visited the old historic Stitzel-Weller distillery outside of Louisville in Shively, it's really worth going to see, if for nothing else, just to walk the grounds that Pappy Van Winkle walked at one time and managed. Pretty unique place.
Yeah. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. Wow. Now there is a lot going on here.
Yeah, a lot of layers there, man.
So there is. I get some cherry. I get some vanilla wafer. Some baking spice. There's a fruit there too that I'm trying to figure out.
There's something hard to put your tongue on. Keep thinking it reminds me of something, but it probably reminds me of Orphan Barrel. Which I haven't had in a long time. Most of the Orphan Barrel stuff's gone. It's non-existent. I don't think I have anything here at Charlie's. There's no Barterhouse, no Rhetoric, all gone. So, you know, it's, but this takes me back to those days.
So, Charlie, the suggested retail on this is $149, but
You'll never find it for $149.
That's what I thought.
Any of the Orphan Barrels always go for big money. Once again, this will be another limited edition. Rare release. I was lucky enough to get a bottle or two here at Charlie's, so we will have it. But once it's gone, it's gone. And you know, that's like I said, all the other Orphan Barrels are gone now, unless the collector's got them somewhere, or you know. But you're not going to find any stores anywhere. So, and I'm sure they're demanding some of that early stuff is in the thousands of dollars, so a bottle.
So I will tell you that if you like Orphan Barrel previous releases, you are going to want to try this one for sure.
Yes.
And even if you have not tried previous releases, this is a complex whiskey that I think a lot of people will enjoy.
Yeah, it's definitely worthy of the name and the dollar amount. It's a fantastic whiskey. Yeah.
And it keeps changing.
Yeah.
There are a lot of layers here, and it is really an interesting pour.
Yeah.
And I bet I know where you can try this.
Right here at Charlie's, ma'am. You want to hear my story?
I do.
So we're building Charlie's, you know, and my wife, who's a vodka drinker, decides that while I'm working 20 hours a day doing construction here, that she should probably start drinking bourbon because we're going to own a bourbon bar, right? So she goes down to my bar, and I happen to have one bottle of Gifted Horse from Orphan Barrel hidden away. And of all the bottles she decides to open, she opens the Gifted Horse bottle and drinks that, and then proceeds to tell me how much she likes bourbon. So I said, really? Of all the bottles, you had to pick that one? That's like a limited edition. Someone gave it to me as a gift, and you opened that. She goes, guess that means I have good taste, huh?
She married you.
Yeah, that's true, man. But, you know, I always say whiskey's meant to be drank, so that's, you know, open it and drink it. That's what we do. But still, it was just funny that of all the bourbons on my wall at home, she picked the Orphan Barrel to open up because it had the horse on the front, and she thought it was cute. So there you go.
It's like betting on the gray horse in the Kentucky Derby. Same thing.
Or the horse that was 80-1. Hey, this is a fantastic bourbon. You should come check it out before it's gone, because like all Orphan Barrels, once it's gone, it's gone. And nice job, people at Diageo. I mean, obviously they know a thing or two about whiskey with all the pedigree you just mentioned, and they've done a fantastic job on this bottle. So look forward to sharing it with you guys.
Great
Cheers.
selection, Charlie. Great
Cheers,
selection.
buddy. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching, everyone.
What's new at Charlie's? Still on Main. What's new at Charlie's? Tell me what's new at Charlie's? Still on Main.